So now I will show you how to work with the Corona post-production tool. It is very powerful, and in most cases it should be enough to do all post-production in Corona with a frame buffer, and not to use that often Photoshop. I think most things could be do there, and it is also a little bit advantage to do things in Corona post-production because we work always there in 32-bit, and in Photoshop we do not work in that high quality of image changes. So again, in the virtual frame buffer, first we were there in the light mix. We switch to the post, and I will explain you a bit the different parameters. The main parameter, I think, it is the exposure. It is not exactly brightness in Photoshop. It is better. So you always have different rooms with different sizes and different window sizes and different light that come inside. So it is not possible to do one setup for everything. So there you can change primarily the yeah the exposure, the brightness. Yeah, that is, for example, a bit too high. I think there with 1.5 it is enough. So this highlight compress I would not change, and yeah, I would let it to 8. I think this is fine. The white balance is, if you think you have to change a bit the general color, you can make it colder or warmer. 6500 is the exact white point, but in some reasons it could be good to go a bit colder if it is too warm, or yeah, how you like it. Green magenta tint I would not also not change. The contrast, I think it is good to 5. If it is on 0, you see you have no contrast. 1, 5 is good. You can also raise it to 8, but I think, yeah, in some special pictures it could be good, but it is overpowered now. I think 4 or something like that. 5, 6. It is good. Saturation, there you can change the general saturation of the whole image. If you want to create some more neutral image, or you can also increase it. The vignette, the other two parameters, I even know it myself exactly what they do. The vignette, you see there on the frame, on the edges, you can create this darken effect. Maybe this could be good for some cool images. I would not overpower it. Every effect should always slightly done, not too much ever. But it gives the eye some focus if you use it. You don't have to, but if you like it. With the LUT you can make some different color effects. Sometimes there could be some cool, but maybe if you have some time you can try it yourself. There you can create easy some different styles, and with the opacity you can see it how much it should work the effect. Then the bloom and glare we talk about later. First the sharpening, blurring. See, you can deactivate the image, get a bit blurry as standard, but I always use some sharpen effect. 4, 5, something like this. Better than nothing. The other two parameters I let how they are. And the noising is very, very, very important, because with the new Corona render setup, you never get that clean results like like we had in V-Ray. So there is always some kind of noise, but it is not that. Yeah, it is okay if there is some little bit of noise. It is realistic. But if we don't use it, maybe it is a bit too noisy. So if you set it to 1, you see all the noise goes away. The image, but the disadvantage is that the image went a bit a bit blurry yet. So 0.7 or something like that should be fine. But you could also use 1 if you really need it. Then I hope that my PC can calculate it. The bloom and glare is exact that thing that we did in Photoshop with the light effects. The glare intensity are the stars, and the bloom intensity is, yeah, this light effect on the bright surfaces. Let me see, it takes on my PC some time to calculate. Yeah, you see it now. Calculated very fine. It also depends from the intensity of the lights itself. If you see, if I increase, for example, the bulbs, the sphere lights, to 0.5, then also, yeah, so you see the effect went a bit bigger. Okay, I think so. If it is too much from the glare and bloom, you can decrease it here. Only those two parameters I would change.